Rise and shine, Hoosiers. Welcome back to the Bloomington Breakfast Club. I'm Caroline Parks.
And I'm Vanessa Micki.
Vanessa? Well, you may notice my regular co-host Morgan is missing today. So let's see what he's up to.
Thank you, Caroline, and good morning, Hoosiers. This is Morgen here in New York City. I'm here to support my film in the All-American High School Film Festival. I'm really upset that I wasn't able to be in the studio today to record, but hopefully you guys enjoy this little tour of the festival I'm about to take you on. I hope you enjoyed that little tour I gave you. It was such a blast to be here this weekend. And so now back to the studio.
Looks like fun, Morgan, but the show must go on.
Yes, we have a fantastic show for you this morning.
In studio, we'll have representatives from ICAN at IU, and they brought their dogs.
So grab your cup of coffee, Hoosiers. It's going to be a great morning.
Time for the unnecessary updates of the day, where we share some of the latest pop culture headlines. Joining us today is our amazing Grace. Grace, good to see you.
Good to see you as always. I'm good. You guys look good.
Thank
Matching
you.
outfits.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you.
Vanessa, what do you have to start us off?
So Instagram and Facebook went down the other day for what felt like an eternity. How did you guys both feel when this happened? What did you guys do during this time?
Well, actually, I didn't know that it went down, but I hate posting on Instagram, and I posted a photo that I took 3 months ago, and I waited to post it until that day, of course.
Oh, no.
And I had no idea that that was happening, but I guess I posted it right after, and I was like, what is going on? My photo's doing terrible. And then I heard the news, and I was like, oh, people must still be off of it.
Yeah. No, at first I didn't realize what was happening, and I was like, why isn't my Instagram loading? My Wi-Fi must be so bad. And then I went on Twitter, and I was like, oh no! Because I love Instagram. I love looking at what people do. I love tapping through stories. So I just had to be on Twitter all day. And I don't use Facebook.
Yeah, same.
I noticed right away, and I honestly didn't think that I used Instagram that much until I was refreshing my page, and I'm like, what's going on here? Why is it my reception?
That'll do it.
Yeah. A WandaVision spin-off show has been announced to be in the works at Disney Plus that will be focusing on Agatha Harkness, who's played by Kathryn Hahn, who, I thought she was the best part of the show. I watched WandaVision as it came out, you know? And I really liked it. And I love Kathryn Hahn as an actress, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, I like her a lot, but I haven't seen WandaVision, but that's exciting news for you as a big fan, I'm sure.
It's announced just for me. I'm so excited. She was so good in it. I'm just really excited now.
Yeah, she's super talented.
Oh my God, she's so good.
That's so exciting. Well, I have a story for you guys. So, a missing Turkish man joined a search party for himself. Basically, his friends reported him missing. He was drunk and got lost in the forest, or woke up in the forest and started joining the search party, but it ended up being for himself.
Very interesting.
right?
Yeah, I do think that's like something that would happen to me. Like if I got drunk in a forest and I
Right.
like saw a random group of
Happens.
people, when I woke up I'd be like, let's do this thing. Yeah.
I'm just curious to how long it took him to realize that the search party was for himself.
And like, why did the search party not realize that they had found
Yeah.
him
Right.
once he joined? Like, it means that they're kind of bad at searching if they couldn't recognize him.
They
Correct.
clearly
I
were
don't
not
know.
doing
Like,
their
what
job
was the
correctly.
time frame?
Yeah.
I'm
Yikes.
curious.
Gosh. So a California man is suing a Los Angeles psychic for fraud because she allegedly claimed she could remove a witch's curse put on him by his ex-girlfriend for $5,000 and $5,100. So what do you guys think about this?
Wow. That's a sticky situation.
Yeah.
So his ex-girlfriend had a witch put a curse on him,
Correct.
and then he tried to get a psychic to take it off, but he's suing her for fraud.
Yes, correct.
Well,
Wow.
I mean, maybe he warranted having a curse being put on him,
I
and maybe
know.
the psychic
Like,
just
what-
realized that.
What made the girlfriend
Yeah.
do that? Because
Exactly.
Right.
That's pretty
Something must have
drastic
happened.
measures to be taking.
Right.
So maybe the psychic was like, actually, I kind of agree with her, and I could do it. I'm just not going to.
Yeah,
You know?
deserved the curse. so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to hear the full story.
Yeah.
I want to hear both sides.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess if it's going to court.
True
maybe we'll
journalism.
get to.
An Istanbul street dog named Boji is out and about on public transportation, and officials who were studying his walks say that he visits at least 29 metro stations every day, and he even took a weekend vacation to the Princess Islands off the coast by hopping on the public ferry. And there's a picture, yes. And like all the locals like just know him. He doesn't belong to anyone. He just walks around, goes on trips, doing his daily business. And like I'm obsessed with it. It's so
I love
crazy.
it. And I love the dog theme going on today as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with that as well. But oh my God,
Where did he
he's
come
a
from?
prodigy.
I don't
He's
know.
a prodigy.
Because the fact that he knew that it was the weekend to like go on a vacation
Like,
is
what's
so
he-
funny
yeah.
to me.
He's so intelligent.
yeah,
really
like
is.
dogs can do anything.
Yeah, that's
really
that's
can.
the theme for today.
Yeah.
Moral of the story.
Moral of the story. Dogs can do anything. And we're now going to send it over to our TBBC correspondent, Clara Isaac. Clara, take it away.
Thanks, Caroline. Good morning, everyone. I'm Clara Isaac, and I'm here to keep you updated on the fine arts and cultural events happening on campus and around Bloomington. I had the opportunity to speak to Kelly Richardson, who is one of the curators of the current featured exhibition at the Eskenazi Museum of Art. It is called The Art of the Character, Highlights from the Glenn Close Costume Collection. Yes, you heard right, 7-time Academy Award nominated and 3-time Emmy and Tony-winning actress Glenn Close donated her costume collection of more than 800 pieces to the Eskenazi School of Art, Architecture, and Design. And of course, this includes the original outfits that she wore as Cruella de Vil in 101 Dalmatians, and many more of her iconic looks from a variety of films. Let's take a look. I read that there were over 800 pieces donated here. Are all of them included in this exhibit, or was there a select process?
Oh, great question. No. So yeah, there are more than 800 pieces. It's kind of a weird number because a costume, one piece can be like the sole thing from a production, like one dress or something. And then other costumes have a lot of pieces, like the 101 Dalmatians or 102 Dalmatians, when sometimes there's 15 pieces head to toe when you add in like the hosiery and the shoes and the jewelry and the hats and masks and gloves, etc. So yeah, this truly is highlights from the collection. So there are 53 costumes or dressed mannequins in the show, and so that might be one. The costume might consist of one piece, or it might consist of up to 10 pieces. So yeah, there are many more wonderful and amazing pieces that are still in storage that we hope to be able to share with the public and the rest of the student body. But actually, if you If you look up any old interviews or articles with Glenn, she often talks about costumes from early on. So what happened is that because of this desecration and her desire of not to have things kind of disappear and be remade when they were done, she had clauses put into some of her contracts that allowed her to keep her costumes. So since the early 80s, she's been keeping some or all, or not for every production, but some of the costumes that she's worn during her career, and she was searching for a place to put them. The collection is pretty large. Glenn was talking to Lori McRobbie around 2016, 2017, and mentioned that she had this large collection for which she was looking for a home. And so Lori McRobbie came to me, and we went to upstate New York, visited the very nice storage facility where she had her costumes stored, saw the state they were in. They were beautifully preserved. So she put some money into this, well before it came to us. Beautiful acid-free boxes, just all the museum kind of standards for storage. And we went back to IU, looked at our storage space. IU was in the midst of building a new object storage facility. And so figured that we could absorb something of this size. And then in fall of 2017, it came here. So, and it has been added to ever since. In this exhibition, my favorite piece, I think, is the prison uniform that she wears, the striped, kind of double-breasted coat dress that she wears in prison in the beginning of 102 Dalmatians. It's just so ridiculous because, she's a fashion designer, this very chic, if cruel woman, and she wouldn't be caught dead in an orange jumpsuit. Yes. And then a lot of people, like, we spent so much time, in the past year and a half at home, just endlessly watching content, and it's kind of a great way for people to get a little bit behind the scenes and see a little bit of how that kind of magic is made, because the costumes are an integral part of any production. Nothing happens by accident, and those costume designers are taking in characters' religion, political affiliations, socioeconomic status, occupation, hobbies, family relationships, all those things, and distilling it into, kind of visual representation of that character. So I think just appreciating that is great.
Now joining us in the studio is Marissa and Megan from ICAN at IU. And who are these furry friends you brought with you?
I have Sandy here. She's a 1.5-year-old golden lab mix.
She's adorable.
And I have Shadow. She is a 9-month-old black lab.
They're adorable. So
cute.
Tell us, what is ICAN?
Yeah, so ICAN is based in Indy, and we are the only accredited service dog organization in the state.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're a nonprofit based in Indy. We train and place service dogs with individuals with disabilities, and we use a prison program. So inmate handlers will train the dogs with everything they know, and then they'll come out to volunteers like us and practice what they already know, but in a whole new environment, because obviously IU is a lot different than prison. So a lot more distractions here than there would be in prison.
Wow.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
So what's the training process, and how long does it take for a dog to graduate?
Yeah, so they rotate through the prisons and on what's called a furlough, like we have them on furlough right now. And then it's about 3 weeks in, 3 weeks out kind of thing. And it takes about 2 years before the dogs are ready to graduate, and they're placed with a client then.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do certain breeds make better service dogs?
So ICAN specifically uses labs, goldens, and then the lab golden mixes. They just think they're the most confident, the most just very sturdy breed. Not usually a lot of fear issues or behavioral issues or health issues, so that's why we use those. Different organizations use different ones depending on what they think is best, but that's what ICAN uses. So.
Oh, Sandy.
And once the dog is trained, how do you choose their new owner?
So the dogs, up until they're about 2 years old, they'll just learn all the basic cues. Every dog is learning the same exact thing. And then we have a list of 90 clients right now waiting for a service dog.
And these two think it's playtime.
I know, yes, it's playtime. It's early for them. We have a list of about 90 people right now, 90 clients waiting on a service dog. So we'll look at the dog's strengths and weaknesses and look at the people we have on the list that are waiting, and then we'll make a match that way. And we want to place the dog in the best environment possible. If you know, you don't want a dog that's scared of people to be placed in like a school or whatever. So we just make sure that the dog's going to really thrive in the environment that they're in.
Sandy girls, that's amazing.
Yeah. So you guys are obviously both students here at IU. What made you guys like want to get involved with ICAN, and like why are you guys passionate about it yourselves?
Yeah, so my freshman year, I was just trying to look for ways to get involved, and I love dogs, always have, and then I found ICAN at IU on the Be Involved page, and I just sent an email and I was like, how do I get involved? And it was honestly just like, I fell in love with the club, I fell in love with the organization. It's all like volunteer and nonprofit, so that's something super close to my heart, and I think it's really cool what difference we can make in people's lives. We actually had an event last night and we got to hear a lot of stories from clients who have been given service dogs, and it was just a really great event to see like how our work here on campus can make an impact in people's lives.
Yeah, that's really inspirational. I'm sure it's great to see it like come full circle and everything. So you said you found it on the Be Involved page. Is that how you would suggest students could get involved with it at IU?
Yeah, and I'm actually also the secretary for ICAN at IU, so you guys, everyone who's interested could send me an email. Our email is ican@iu@indiana.edu, so just send an email if you're interested in getting involved, and I'll give you all the details.
Beautiful. Well, yeah, you guys heard it here. And finally, can you guys possibly demonstrate some of the skills that Shadow and Sandy have learned?
Do you want to give it a shot?
I can try.
Shadow's already
We'll
up.
see. We'll see. She's ready to go this morning. All right.
Sit. Yes.
Okay, she sits.
Yes.
Shake. Yes.
Oh my gosh, she's so talented.
We'll see if she'll visit.
Visit.
Aww.
Yes.
Good girl.
Down.
And how old are both of them?
So she is 9 months old, so she's still very much a puppy and a baby.
She learns fast.
Sandy knows most of the same things because they all kind of have the same training, but we can try some other ones. Stand. Good girl. Yes. Sit. Yes. Touch. Touch. Yes, good girl. Shake. Yes, good girl. Visit.
Well, she visited.
She just got a chair. Good girl. All right. Sit. And we're choking because we're eating cupcakes too fast.
Well, they are so talented. Thank you guys so much for coming. And you guys heard how to get involved. And yes, thank you guys so much. Coming up after the break, Grace Tempe will be back to bring you the latest Alumni Watch.
And we'll share with you some exciting events happening around Bloomington this weekend.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Bloomington Breakfast Club.
We're now going to send it over to our TVBC correspondent, Grace Tempe, for a Hoosier Alumni update. Grace?
Thanks, Caroline and Vanessa. Hello again, everyone. As you know, I'm Grace Tempe, and I'm back with Alumni Watch. Today, we'll be taking a look at the career of Brian Stack, who graduated from IU in 1986. During his time here, he worked for the college radio station and drew cartoons for the student newspaper. While attending grad school in Wisconsin, he began doing improv, which led him to the famous Second City comedy troupe in Chicago. In 1997, Stack became a writer on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, where he also acted in sketches. Writing for Late Night has led Stack to win 5 Writers Guild Awards for writing in a comedy/variety series. He was also nominated for an Emmy Award every year from 1998 to 2011 for outstanding writing in a variety series as a member of the writing team, for Conan's shows, winning the Emmy in 2007. In 2015, he started writing for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, where he's still working today. Stack has also acted in popular TV shows like 30 Rock, Parks and Rec, The Office, and New Girl. To see his work, you can tune into The Late Show with Stephen Colbert weeknights at 11:35 p.m. or follow him on Twitter at BrianStack153. That's it for this week's Alumni Watch. Caroline and Vanessa, back to you.
Thanks, Grace. It's now time for the B-Town Buzz, where we share with you some fun events going on around Bloomington this week.
This Friday from 5 to 8 p.m., a Fair of the Arts will be held at Switchyard Park. Shop from an array of art and fine crafts that have been specially made by local artists.
Also, on Friday night, put on your cream and crimson and gather along Woodlawn Avenue for the annual Homecoming Parade, which steps off at 6 p.m.
On Saturday, the 12th annual Great Glass Pumpkin Patch will take place on the Monroe County Courthouse lawn from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Go pick out your very own homemade blown glass pumpkin with over 900 to choose from.
And Hannah Einbinder from the HBO Max hit show Hacks will be finishing up a 3-day stint performing at the Comedy Attic with 2 shows at 7 and 9:15 p.m. on Saturday night. Get your tickets before they sell out. And that's it for our show this week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We are always looking to feature more local students, businesses, and organizations. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please contact our producer, Lily, at lshareb@iu.edu.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at BTownBFastClub. For IUS TV, I'm Caroline Parks.
And I'm Vanessa Micki. Have a great week, Hoosiers.